Congresswoman Escobar, I want to play you some sound from your governor. There's obviously a lot of tension within Texas, both politically and from a policy standpoint, on how to deal with these migrants. But his suggestions and his implications about the people coming here aren't helpful. I'd like your thoughts when we come back from this.
And now the Biden administration is importing COVID into the state of Texas, exposing more Texans to that. And who knows what we're going to see, whether or not there will be an explosion of COVID in the locations where the Biden administration is putting these migrants.
Congresswoman, is this language at all helpful? I mean, distribution has been pretty low in Texas in general, but the implication that bringing in people in a humanitarian crisis is going to lead to a healthcare crisis of COVID, that doesn't seem helpful to me. How's that playing back home in Texas?
Hi, Jason. Well, first, I just want to say to our friends in Boulder, Colorado, my heart goes out to them with what's happening there, the active shooter. We've had an active shooter in El Paso in the past, August 3rd, 2019. Right. So I'm just praying for everyone there. But, Jason, the words of Governor Greg Abbott are actually really dangerous. Speaking of an active shooter, we had an active shooter who came into El Paso whose hatred was fueled by xenophobic, anti-immigrant rhetoric that came not just from the White House at the time, from Donald Trump, but came from people like Governor Greg Abbott himself. The idea of immigrants bringing disease, that is an old racist trope intended to inspire fear and hatred. He's done it before. It is absolutely reprehensible. And something that folks should understand, FEMA, under the Biden administration, offered to help the state of Texas with testing migrants as they were coming into our front door. Governor Greg Abbott rejected that help and, in fact, has stood in the way of our ability to access that help. And yet he immediately then goes on cable news shows, Fox News, to decry the fact that migrants might have COVID when he can help us address the issue. It's really shameful and dangerous.
And I want to really hammer home this point. What you're saying is this kind of language leads to violence. And I want to make that so clear. Thank you so much, Congresswoman Veronica Escobar and Gabe Gutierrez, for speaking to us today. We're definitely going back to this issue. Still ahead, the city of